always look to the stars, taking a fascination in the hope that can be found in the heavens for humankind.
Path of the moon explosion caused during their engine loss.
Decisive action from scientists and politicians across the globe.
We are always focused on adaptation, progression, and preserving the future of humanity, no matter the challenge that faces us.
Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to IXION, our space survival city builder game. Last time, we're entering some pretty intense things happening across the solar system that we are currently in. Trying to find a way to find the Protagoras. We still haven't found it yet, and it's a little bit concerning that it's behind here and that I have no idea how to get through that. So we're going to continue to send our probes in search of places where we may get some, I swear it's right back here, but trying to get them to go through that I don't think would work. We'll try it again one more time. But regardless, we are sending out our people to go investigate things, and I had a thought as I was trying to figure out the resource management side, and I feel a little bit of a goofball. Because essentially what I have done is, when it comes to our fleet management, I've kind of arbitrarily told these guys to pick up whatever they can, wherever they can do it. And that's a little bit of a problem, because as we start to specialize, for instance, I never want the ships, the supply ships from Sector 1 to be picking up, iron. I don't want them to do that. I only want Sector 2 ships to do that. And now that we have our water up and running, they need to go there as well. So what I need to do is I need to find a resource that would be available for these guys to go in and take whenever we get into the solar system. But it's also not that simple, because we do kind of have an issue where we are trying to recycle stuff and bring things over. So for instance, ice. We don't need ice ever over here, so I will always bring it in through here and it should automatically get exported. But the same can't be for everything. So what I have to do is I have to figure out how to condense things enough to where we can start spreading some of these out, so we're not so much wasting space, if that makes sense. So we've got a lot to do. We still have to train 30 colonists. We have to locate a viable planet, we have to search for traces of the Protagoras, and we have to keep casualties to a minimum, all while trying to keep everyone alive, including our hull integrity. So it's been really exciting, and I've honestly really thoroughly enjoyed everything that's gone down here so far, to the point where I do think we're going to be able to unlock a new sector. Now this sector I am going to go ahead and allocate as a farming sector. So we'll have to figure the logistics out of that, because it's not going to be simple and it's not going to be easy. Oh, but boy am I excited to actually start this whole idea of specialization now that I understand it more. So guys, thank you so much for listening to that long intro, and let's get into IXION. Now I do want to see if that probe will make it through, because I'm not entirely sure that it will. We'll go ahead and stop avoiding that just so I can start grabbing that stuff. But here's our probe, and we need to see whether or not it'll actually make it through, because I'm afraid that it won't, and I don't know how to get to it outside of that. And maybe we don't. Maybe it's not meant for us to do. Here we go. It's entering the cloud. I wish there was like a health meter on here. Are we gonna make it through? Oh, we are. Yes. That didn't happen 2 times before. Brilliant. Chevy 34. Our probe has detected an abnormally high concentration of metal isotopes. However, we don't have the necessary equipment to perform operations on gaseous planets. It requires deep dive apparatus, which I still don't think we could even do within our own research We have a training center, waste management, fire station. Yeah, we don't have the capacity to even do that now. That's a bit unfortunate, but we are going to go ahead and research the colonization training center because we do need it. And then we're going to, oh, hey there. Wow, we're already there. All right, so what I'm going to do is build some slightly arbitrary roads. To be functional, the sector requires a workshop, so we have to find the best place. Now, unfortunately, let's see, there's my workshop. I want to build right here. Again, it's a little arbitrary right now, and it's a little convoluted, but I think it'll work. And then, oh, I need a better place for this all. Let's actually cancel this. Getting a new sector up and running is just not a simple process. And then we'll go ahead and dedicate that. And this is all going to be alloy. So obviously we're going to do that. All right. There we go. People are working. And because of this system here, we are running very, very low on power. This will be fun. All right, so we are going to harvest that. We're going to start harvesting all of the things and try and kind of clear away as much as possible. Now, one of the interesting things, we've opened up another sector. So now we're able to, one, we have a negative balance again, but two, we now have the capacity to then bring it back up to speed. So we've got to think about that right off the bat. We are harvesting lots of things. I wish there was a better button for this. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Okay, so we're going to take a pause just real quick because I do have to figure out what we're going to do here. So we have maintenance, we have food. Sector requires a stockpile. You can build one now for free. You know what? We are going to make food here a priority. And we do need our mess hall. There's not enough food in Sector 1. I don't think that's true because... do we not have... there's the function. Let's see here. Nope, we don't want to transport people. We want to work on food. Okay, so the issue just simply is we don't have enough food. Our cycle is about to come through, which will help us there. So I'm not too terribly concerned. That was a little bit of a false issue there. And then once we get that rolling, I can find a space. We do need a mess hall, so we just put the mess hall like right here. Yeah, so that way it's just right next to everything. Oh, all right. So let's take a look-see here. We do have the capacity to build a medium solar panel. Now, what we don't have the capacity for is to build two, unfortunately. So we'll have to just live with that. Now that we've got that going, though, we have 4 cycles until Rokantansky D75 or D79 is operational. And then, again, let's figure out what we need to do for these guys. Sector 2 has 2 supply ships. We need to actually prioritize the consumption of iron. We're going to go ahead and have them consume that. And then I do believe our carbon is being produced and polymers are being produced in Sector 1. I need to confirm that. Yep, that is true. Okay, so it seems like I basically had those systems in place anyways, which is a comfort. It's good to know that I somewhat knew what I was doing. And we are hovering right on the edge. So, oh, not happy about that. But that's okay. We have 125 members here, or close to it, 103. There are 53 here, so what we can do is we can start decommissioning these. Now, this is only 1 power, And it's only a handful of alloy, but that's still important alloy that we can bring in and use. There we go. And that means we could technically break down another one of these as well. It's not much, but it will help. It will go a decent ways towards that. Let's go ahead and harvest those guys. All right, now we can start building a population, and on top of that, we can start building our food supplies, which is what we're going to focus on. So yes, we will definitely do that. And then we will make, like, basically this whole section will kind of be our population center. Still don't understand the road system. Training center has been unlocked as well, which is great. The training center is going to take up a massive amount of space, and since we already have space as sort of a semi specialization already in this sector, we're definitely going to keep with that theme. So I need to start clearing out areas, re-pushing everything, so that way we can make this a specialization. Industry will be here, food will be here. I do love this system though, I will say that. It's been really, really cool to see it utilized, how it's being developed. Why are we angry, people? Death of the earth, leaving home, more than 5% of the populations. Oh, because we haven't gotten food over here yet. Not connected to an active stockpile assigned to food. Well, there's a stockpile assigned to food. That's strange. I don't know what happened there. Well, that's my fault. That's understandable. The strikes are reasonable. I'm not upset by that. And that's my own fault for sure. We got 35 out of 90 there. They are still being used. There we are. What else do we got? I think I do just want to try and clear out as much space as possible. Because, as you saw in that last episode, the farms, they take up a lot of space. And then once we get that, we will be able, let's see. Yeah, we'll be able to start developing things pretty much right off the bat. I do like the crop farms. We are going to have to bring in another, what are they called? Another stockpile, just so we can bring in a small handful of electronics. It's nothing that's going to be super intense. But what we are going to have to start doing is building a water thing, or making, does that count as industry, I guess, is the thing. What does that count as? Industry and food. So we're going to keep it over here. And then what I'm just going to have to do is port water over to this section. But I'm honestly not sure if that's a thing. It's not. Okay, so we are going to have our own system over here, because I don't have water as a resource that can come over. We'll see how that works. Be interested to see if the mechanics of it make sense. So let's go into our resource management. We just need, like, hello, hi, sector 3. Oh, we don't even have the building yet. That's why I was very confused. And actually, there is our one resource that we need. And so we could go ahead and get that building up. There we go. Everyone's building all the things we need. And again, our hull integrity is already just dying. So we do need to build our EVA airlock rather quickly. And this actually, let's go ahead and optimize from the get-go. We'll do that, and then we also have Oh, and we could build on both sides too. I forgot about that. And we also need to do our docking bay, because we do want to collect ice in this region and have it go forward.
The science ship team has completed a task.
Whew, we've got a lot going on. Let's go into space. The Rokitansky. With the extra resources available to us, we're able to get through the ice. The cave extends deep into the comet, and gravity is even stronger within it than the surface. Sending remote-controlled recording equipment ahead, we discovered an almost completely enclosed cavity at the cave's end, in the center of the comet. Within the cavity is a floating gray sphere, 5 meters in diameter. It has no discernible power source, but it does possess a strong electromagnetic field and emits a faint bluish glow. When we attempted to move the instrument closer, the sphere swallowed it, its surface becoming almost viscous. We got 45 tech, and we have a new tech upgrade. Post decrionization treatment upgrade unlocked for the cryonic center. Very interesting. The team will ascend further using climbing equipment, try to learn more about the gray sphere. I imagine that will probably kick me in the butt in the future, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Now, when it comes to what else that we do need more ice, I think. We honestly could use anything and everything. We're out of silicone, so that's something that we could always use as well. But there's some ice there as well as some carbon. I am looking for silicone. And there does appear to be another scientific anomaly out here too. There's a ton of carbon over there. So silicone doesn't appear to be of any... Oh, there we go, right there. Yeah, I feel like we need to send it over there. Because we do still have lots of carbon to extract. So that's not necessarily a problem. Actually, we're not making that a high priority. There we go. What is a high priority is getting this stuff built. Getting all these resources extracted so we can get things moving along. Because I do still have to be concerned about everything, basically. We have our meal cycle going through, so that should help. Wow. This is our first deaths.
Happy New Year, Administrator.
Well, we have an administrator birthday. Yay. How much do we have in this sector? We have 98. It takes 90. I would have to decommission an insect farm, which I am willing to do. We have 4 cycles left there, so we are going through a little bit. Oof, yeah, we got to get rolling a little bit quicker, basically. But we are going through a little bit of a growing phase, and that's gonna hurt. All right, so our cell housing, which I still think is a terrible name, has been up and operational. We can have several of these guys. So I guess the question is, how do we optimize this in the best way possible? Because as you can see, I mean, we have the width essentially of what would be a resource house,
Has completed a task.
but I don't know that it's going to work well enough, or if I should even like be spreading across like this or condensing things a little more. Let's see, 1, 2. Everything seems to just be one cell off, and that is not optimal for me. I say we do try and condense as much as possible. How many can we have? All right, so that is our farming block. So again, not much that we can do there. That will be okay. The thing we have to figure out now is we have to we really have to move our water. And that unfortunately means building another stockpile, designating it for ice crystals. And then coming down to Sector 3, ice, we do want it. And then limiting them to 50. So that way, whenever this gets built, faster, faster, faster would be better. How do I prioritize? High priority. Because we do need to start bringing water into here. Now, of course, I could definitely build a fusion station. We are just running the risk, and I still have to build an EVA lock. I still have to build, oh, I have to build so much. So much. There we go. We got that done. Okay, now I can go here. Sector 3. Okay, I have ice. We have ice here. Why is it not showing up though? Okay, so we need to go back to space. We are no longer picking up any signals. Oh, lost contact with the crew. Well, there goes that. We've lost quite a bit of trust. Trust has fallen by 15. I knew that would happen, but I just wanted to take the risk and explore it anyways. So we are going to have to build. We have to build that. Like, we have no choice, unfortunately. And then when it comes to alloy, though, we do need, on average, like 50. We're just going to do 50 here. We're going to split it between all of the people so we can get things rolling. But we do desperately need ice. And we are going to need a couple of resources of electronics. There we go, because we all don't need huge amounts of electronics at the moment. And then when it comes to food, food is definitely something that we need to split dynamically half everything. Yeah, I think that would be important as well. We are going to be a wee bit starving for a while. I just want you guys to know and understand that. It's not going to be pretty. Start bringing ice in. High prioritize that, and we can start really bringing in food. Eventually, like I said, this place will be our food stock. Like, this is where we will bring things in. So this will be our food producer 100%. All right, what we can also start doing is booting back up cryonic centers. Right now we do have excess people here. No, these actually are being working extra hours. These guys are optimal. Everyone else is not doing great. Our exploration teams have a reputation not only being the most well-trained, but also the best prepared. They are mentors and role models for the people of the Tycoon. Oh, explorers whose courage surpasses fear. So we now have a constant stack of three people, or of -3 happiness. And that's bad news bears. That's very bad news bears. But you know what? Now we have that going. We are going to make quite a bit of water, which will hopefully start feeding those guys as well. Are we out of iron? Are we really? We have no iron. We are going to have to bring everyone on board. Let's take a look. I sort of feel like at this moment in time, that we are failing and that I might lose this far in the game. And to be quite frank, I'm kind of okay with that. This feels very much.
Power supply overloaded.
Oh my word! And now we've got a blackout. All right, how do we do this? How do we want to approach this? We are over our power capacity. We are making quite a bit here, so let's go to the Tycoon. Yeah, we can afford that. But until then, we can stop using that. And then we got people. Transport some people. And they are angry. Everyone's so angry. But we have +1, so... Oh, and then the population's starving. So you are correct. Yeah, that's not good at all. So as we increase production here... we'll be able to start feeding these people here. So we will get 80 food for every cycle in that space, which is great. And then, you know what we need to do? We need to start porting these people to... Actually, they still need to be here, because they are working extra hours. These people can be ported over to Sector 3. We have plenty of housing space, so I'm not concerned. So do we need to build a new science station, or a new science thing? It does appear that we do. What's that going to set me back? Ooh, 25 and 5 people. Okay. All right. Yes, we have loads and loads of starving people. But you know what? We're also increasing our water supply. We're now apparently generating even more per cycle, which is going to be very, very good. Let's go ahead and harvest that. We need to get the people not starving in this cycle. So that would be the ideal situation there. They're dumping off lots of carbon, which is also great for us.
A violent shock has started on board the Tycoon.
Son of a biscuit. I get it. I get it, man. You're frustrated.
Has occurred in the Tycoon.
I get it. We're trying to get food to you guys. Yeah, we might get 99 food now. And honestly, I would love to build another one of these. I just don't think we have the capacity to do it. One food after one cycle. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. It's a little risky. And honestly, I feel like we probably need a lot more alloy. I kind of feel like we're just scraping by. And so it is entirely possible, I feel, that we could still lose this. And I just think that's crazy. I like it, but it's crazy. And we still do have to worry about basic population centers. All right, let's go into space. Our people are getting it from Plymouth 37. That's fine. That silicone is something that we need, so I am going to target it, absolutely. But then we need to unavoid these. We have our science ship. Have we been here? We need deep dive apparatus. We need a science ship over in DeVille. There we go. All right, we're facing massive food strikes, basically. Things are not looking well, but maybe DeVille 59 will have something for us. We've landed on DeVille 59. Despite the cold and harsh environment, the atmospheric conditions are remarkably similar to Earth's. There are large bodies of frozen water on the planet's surface. Oof, oof, but we don't have colonists. Simple physiological and psychological evaluation are conducted. An advanced colony prepares potential colonists for life, working in tandem with the Tycoon's tech lab. We're just going to do this. This is a... Yeah, we're just going to have them do it. Okay. I know there's not enough resources at this time. But we'll just get it started. We'll get things in order. We have so many starving people that it's not even funny. It's actually quite gross. But it is what it is at the moment. Despite its high protein content, insect-based food still tainted by prejudicial feelings of disgust. Sorry, we can't worry about aesthetical taste at a time like this. I mean, like, really? So we are working. All right. Ugh. Ugh. We've got lots of waste. 4 crew members died during the last cycle. Oh, we are losing lots of people as well. This is where it starts getting very, very intense for me, because we are essentially, my lack of proper administration is causing a lot of issues. I am a little bit less optimistic that we will be able to sustain our current things. Let's go ahead and go to here. Well, no, we'll just... Your primary purpose will be, first and foremost, to gather all of the iron that we have in our solar system. Okay? Please and thank you. Because there are tons of it. Absolute tons of it. And I need you guys to do it. Go and grab it. And then we've got a docking bay. Oof. We're starting to get really nasty here, people. We have tons of food now, so the food problem should go away soon. We all have split amounts of food, so that's good. We will see how well it continues to operate outside of that. And we do have 33 homeless people here with no way to house them. Lots of homeless people here. Let's transport everyone. Transfer, let's see. What are we at here? We can transfer 20 people here. From Sector 1 to Sector 3. And then... what does it look like here? We can transfer 10 people. All right. Part of me really thinks that we are going... I'm terrified. We should have a meal cycle. Perfect. The meal cycle is going through. That will solve the anger issues that we are experiencing here. Still working in a danger zone. Goodness gracious. And we're starting to run low on water supplies. This is all very, very interesting. Okay, so I need to migrate workers. That's what I need to do. So we are going to migrate workers. And I can migrate, I think, 30 people from Sector 1 to Sector 3. Yeah. So let's do that. That's going to alleviate them. They won't be in danger so much, which will reduce their angry conditions. And now that everyone's seems somewhat fed, do we not have an infirmary? We do. We are just at capacity in the infirmary. And we're working on building an infirmary over yonder. All right. We're slowly building up our alloy as well. It's not a lot, but it's something. Goodness gracious, we got too many people dying. And I also don't have the capacity to build a training center. Now we do have a decent number. You know what? Oh, I wish I could move things. I cannot. Let's... We could build this here if we removed this. Not connected. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're working on it. Man, the optimization that we have to have. That's one thing I would highly recommend that you focus on in your own time playing.
A violent strike has started on board the Tycoon. An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Goodness gracious. And we're running low on water. We need to find somewhere with lots of ice. Tons of ice there. Is there anything closer? Lots of ice right there. Cool. All right, and we are starting to bring in all of the iron that we did not want to harvest before. We got 4 cycles left there. But I don't think we'll be able to even build that. So, are we already? What do we have here? We don't have anything. We don't have food. We don't have... Is a ship on its way? Because I don't know that it is.
A probe has completed its scan.
There we go. That is a lot of water. We also have yet another anomaly. Oh my word, but we have lots of silicone and ice here. This is what we have to go to. We have to get our science stuff worked out. And speaking of science, we have our colonization center. Let's see, every 10 cycles? That's a lot of waste, actually. I think we're fine on food. Let's go with the waste treatment center. We have so much waste that we have to get rid of, and I'm wondering if we were to move that along, if we could really, really start boosting up a lot of that stuff. Well, since we're not ready for that, I could have them go all the way to Chewy. Okay, they're already investigating an event. Okay, we're not gonna worry about it then. I do wish you could share water. The water doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And we have 55 crew members here who who aren't doing anything. I think we have to shut this down again. Oh boy, this is intense. Oh, and we didn't start the research lab, so our research isn't going. There we go. Now that's good. All right, I think food is solved. A probe has completed its scan. Awesome. We are going to delete this. I wish you could move things, but you cannot. It is extremely unfortunate. I don't even remember where we sent that. Ahaha. We still need deep dive apparatus. How in the crap do we find that? I don't know. Also don't know at what point that people start giving up and we lose another thing of hope. And it looks like I can't even utilize another. Oh, I could go here. It wouldn't necessarily be the best and most wise use of it all, but that's something we can consider. I'm also looking here. We can probably dismantle this building. I do need that ice there. I do just have things scattered all over the place. We're going to dismantle that one there as well. Give us a little extra boost of alloy. They are working on water. We desperately need water here. I would love to have another steel mill. But trying to figure out the logistics of slapping another one of these big bad boys in here is terrifying. We could fit it right there. It would mean that we're sacrificing that. And it might be... Do I risk that? We are building this, which would be really good. Let's go ahead and harvest. We are going to dismantle this entire building. Look at that. That's a big boon. Now, unfortunately, this is what I don't like about this, is that we are going to lose all of this water. I cannot transfer it. It cannot be moved in between sectors, which I don't agree with, like, whatsoever. I don't know why you can't move water like you move anything else. But regardless, I can dismantle this. That's going to give us a big boon. And we can then build a second steel mill. I think we have to. Like, we have to. We have everything we need for it. Look at there. It's already going up. Look at that. And then our second farm is also going up. However, I have to be careful because we still don't have... we don't have people harvesting water. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I think we'll be okay. I think we will. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. And look at this. I think we were destined to have that spot right there. And now we got our infirmary up for this sector. We need lots of workers too. Okay. We have so many workers. We're going to transfer 80 of them. I know I'm a bit overbuilding here, so I should probably pause this. Unless they're going to go ahead and build it all. Yeah, I think they're going to designate this first. So what we're going to do is we are going to transfer 70 workers from, from Sector 2 to Sector 3. Sector 2 is specializing in Industry 1. Water Treatment Center. The technology has been unlocked. What? Can transform 50 waste. Oh, waste treatment. I read that as water treatment. All right, cool. That works for me. And that is an industrial-minded building. Excuse me. So that works as well.
A violent strike has started on board the Tycoon.
There we go. Why are we angry now?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, my word.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't these people until... Did they transfer? I don't feel like they did. Yes, but our food supplies are perfectly fine, which is good. I'm very thankful for it. So we can lose, quote unquote, the amount of water that we have here. It's not ideal, but that is something that is physically possible. And the other problem right now is that we are not... Oh, it's under... That's why. All right, so what do we got going? All right, so they're bringing in the last of that. We've got our ships in here. They brought a little bit of alloy. We need them to bring in food. We have plenty of food, so I'm not ultra concerned about that. But it is that we have to worry about. All right, let's launch another probe. Let's find something close, because we do need to go after all of the scientific anomalies. Where are you? There's something over here. Right there. Away with ye. Alright, so that was a lot of consumption that we just saw right there. But that's okay. We are now cranking out this stuff like it's mad. So that's also good. Once we get into here and we get everything rolling, we are now only overworked, which isn't that terrible. And if we can get some dadgum ice. All right. Probe sense detects traces of a Dolos EKP signature near Mac R. Tracking its trajectory appears to have entered the planet's atmosphere. Coordinates of a potential crash site have been established. All right, and then you guys can finally focus on that, please, because I really, really, really need you to start bringing in some ice, or we are going to be screwed. What do we got going here? They're bringing in food. That's good for me. Once we get in ice, I think we'll be pretty right as rain. We just got to, we've got to make space. The training center. And I just hate that I have to do it like this. You know what? Let's condense. Let's condense a lot, shall we? 102 people there. Let's get people away from my stockpiles over here. I can't fit a stockpile there. Actually, I shouldn't have destroyed these. Because what we're going to do now is I'm going to build, that's going to be alloy. We're going to do carbon. and something else. That's going to be alloy. That's going to be this. Yeah, this will be carbon. And this will be electronics. And so then I'm basically just going to deactivate all of these. Because we can. I probably won't dismiss that one just yet. That one has nothing. This carbon has nothing. And then we can decommission this one. There's our more condensed space. Food could honestly also be brought over to here. We remove that because it honestly does not matter where that stuff goes. We could move. Ooh, what is this? The crew of the Aldana have become more experienced. Nice. I like that. That's fun. And now we are bringing in ice, which should be transformed almost immediately to water. And then once that is done, we can move our mess hall. Sweet, that will fit perfectly right there. And that will give us just a ton of capacity. Or a ton of space. We'll wait until that service cycle is done. And now we can bring this up to speed. And I don't get why we don't have... Can I port 50 more workers over here? From Sector 2 to Sector 3. Start that migration.
Is being overworked.
I know it's being overworked. I'm trying to transport people and you're not letting me.
A violent strike has started on board the Tycoon.
Where? I get it, man.
Accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
You get it.
Population transfer complete.
Sweet. Now we're only at extra hours. That will alleviate the pressure that we are experiencing. Let's go ahead and decommission that. And I should be able to squeeze that baby in right there. Awesome. How much is it going to cost me? $4.90. Okay. We do have a little bit of an issue, and that issue is that we are essentially out of iron again. Let's go there. And we are going to have to bring those boys in. And this is simply for mining at the moment, so, you know, we can do that. That's not a problem. All right, we're getting water in. Goodness gracious, there's only like 15,000 things to juggle right now. We specialized in food 1. We still don't know what that means. But we know it's not terribly bad. Sweet. Troy has become more experienced as well. Sector 2 needs homes for people.
A new request awaits your attention.
I don't understand why everyone is
A probe has completed
starving.
its
We have plenty of food. Okay, so let's avoid that again. And let's high prioritize all of that. Now what's going on here? We have almost all the food we need, but we have none. We have none of the colonists. What's this? Crew lives in anguish. Oh, dadgummit. Yep, we are slowly dying, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, this very well could be
The crew's trust in your leadership is
my
falling.
final episode. I get it. I do. I understand. I understand your pain. But we still need to... Oh my word, and we only have 13 cryopods left. Yeah, we need to find the tycoon, and we need to jump. We need to do all of that very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. We've extracted most of the ice. These guys are here, mining all the silicone, and they're going to move immediately over. We're actually not going to high prioritize that. We're going to high prioritize the iron. So I guess we probably... Oh, I just don't want to leave that. Because that's what we're having to do. Are there any more anomalies? There are. We'll go after those. And yeah, man alive, we're doing good in the regards that, you know, we're getting all of this stuff done. But man, just overall. Oh, by the way, the ice. You don't have to have any of that here. Because Food 3, or Sector 3 is our ice sector. There we go. Trust fell below 33%. Crew members who support your directives, therefore by extension those Dolos, are in the minority. According to the Munchie behavioral predictions, if trust continues to fall, the crew will harm your physical integrity. We will bring that up. We'll bring it up. I mean, we might as well get this rolling. Use the rest of our cryopods. We have a new point of interest. Oh no, Valiant 71. The planet Valiant is dead and devoid. However, our scans have located the remains of a ship. I think I'm gonna have to rip these guys away. Oh my goodness, can I not say forget about it? Well, we are a bit SOL.
A violent strike has started on board the Tycoon.
Let's transfer some alloy
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
over to there. Cool. Fusion station's done. And we have little to no water.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
My word. Everything's failing, and I love it. Famine has struck. Confidence in your command is wavering. Yeah, if I can just get people to stop revolting, that would be great. Learn from my mistakes, everybody. I mean, you might as well. You don't have anything else to do at the time. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Loads of stuff there. There we go. We're finally starting to bring in some iron. And we're finally going to start being able to train some colonists. We have plenty of stock. We now have plenty of food, and no one should be starving. Because we are...
Probe has completed its scan.
There we go. We've got a probe.
A violent strike has started
We've got more strikes coming in left, right, and center. We are going to once again avoid...
An accident has occurred in the
Oh my
tycoon.
goodness gracious. We're going to avoid these things because we have found better processes right by our front door. So many strikes are happening all at once.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Within the station, there's a Dolo security agent who's been offered better food portions and work hours. Their role includes the responsibility to incriminate themselves should there ever be a need to ameliorate your mistakes. Place blame on the agent and promise to restore trust. Oh my word, we are going to fail. Set the food policy to restricted. You know what? I don't have food policies. I don't have a food policy. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. I love it. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Food should be pretty much set there. Everyone should get in a meal cycle, so everyone should be fine. I'm sure no crew member is starving for 5 cycles.
Warning, a sector is being overworked.
I know it is. We don't have anyone else. Train 15 more colonists. So these are non-workers, so that's also really interesting. 13 crew members died. Our trust is still plummeting. Now, we could build our stability things. We don't have enough. I mean, we barely have enough just in general. Alright, so we've done that. Oh my word. Trust is decreased by 15. The extension of hunger. Oh no. We're done. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. There's plenty of food. So no one should be starving. But we do have very, very angry people here. We spent too much time in the sector.
A violent strike has started
Yep.
on board the Tycoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done,
Accident has
unfortunately.
occurred in the Tycoon.
We trained 30 colonists, though. We need 60 colonists. Are you kidding me? My word. Why did I go for all of that? Why did I try? The trust is not going to go up. It's just not. Even with the meal cycles, even with everyone enjoying themselves somewhat, we just simply don't have the capacity to satiate everyone. That's where we're at right now. There is just no way. Well, like, no one should be hungry either. There we go. Nope, it's not gonna happen. I do want to see what happens when we die. And just an FYI, if you're watching this and you're seeing all the hope and despair, I am probably now going to play this on stream. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch, you can totally do that. But we are SOL. Nope, I'm not getting my trust above, unfortunately. And there's nothing that I can do about it. We're working there, which is great. But they're still angry. We just simply don't have enough capacity to handle all these people. How many non-working people do we have here? We don't have any. We do have some. We'll do 35. Oh man, well this was a really fun ride. I really enjoyed this game. Let's go. We might as well just discover places at this point. And pretty much just have fun with it. 35 non-working crew members. Why can't I train them? Oh, because we don't have... They don't have any electronics. Give them all the electronics, please. Are they even trying? Are we bringing people over there? We are. Awesome. Okay, there is a slight glimmer of hope. It is very, very slight, though. We're still negative and angry over there. I understand. I get it. What if I did this?
A sector is being overworked.
We're not being overworked now, but we just don't have enough positives to outweigh the negatives. So much carbon. Need ice. There was a huge... Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, I do wonder if I will be able to get the colonists out and about before I lose everything. But part of me says absolutely not.
In accordance with Dallas AEC terms of employment, Dallas cannot be held responsible for any physical or psychological damage to an
There we go.
administrator's person resulting from crew revolt.
There we go. Trust in the administrator's collapse, the crew tore you from the command sarcophagus without respect for the complex disconnection process. Your frozen, mutilated body now drifts in space. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no hope for us. I could restart the chapter and we could see if that would be advantageous for us. But at this point, I feel like I kind of lost starting in the previous chapter. So I am going to call it quits here. 5 episodes is pretty good, or 4, however many this is. And I have appreciated my time here. Now that being said, we are definitely going to continue on Twitch. We're going to start over. We're going to start a new thing. I know sort of the systems to look out for. This gives me a little bit of an advantage. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/HForHavoc, that would be great as we continue or start over our journey there. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching this series. I don't mind failing, and I don't mind showing that failure. So I hope you have appreciated that and that it has given you an incentive to play the game, because I am loving it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Havoc, and I'm out of here.
Established amongst the stars.
Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station.
Administrator, trust in genetic predators. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.